Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you how to blur the background of an image professionally using Adobe Photoshop. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this video, like it, and comment down there what you think about it. I'll be uploading more better videos with time, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you. So without wasting time, let's get started. This is our before and this is our after. So what you are going to do, the first step, when you open Adobe Photoshop, you have the background right here on the layers. If you can't find this, make sure you've expanded the layers tab. So the first step, you duplicate the background layer. It's always good to have a backup. So this will be background copy. Okay. You create another layer and name it the subject. Now, what you're going to do, we want to separate the model, this model, from the background so that we can blur the background without affecting the model. So to do that, we are going to make sure you selected the subject here. We are going to start selecting the model. A quick way of doing this is to use the object selection tool, but it's not very precise. So we are going to use the quick selection tool. Make sure you have expanded the size of your brush to be workable enough for you. So I'm just going to start selecting the model. You can see it's very precise. This photo here was shot using 50mm lens, but this method will still work for even a phone photo if you want. So we are going to zoom in by holding the Alt and scrolling the mouse wheel. So we just want to add to the selection. We will hold Alt and scroll upwards to zoom in and downwards to zoom out. So I'm just going to select to make sure I've selected the model well. Okay, so you see right here, what you're going to do here, you'll hold the Alt key and then to subtract from the selection. Then you're going to just slowly, okay, we zoom in, refine the selection on her hair. If it does this, don't worry, just hold down the Alt key and subtract it from the selection. I'm going to speed up this part. Okay, so now we've selected our model. You can see she's clearly separated from the background. So once you've selected the model, you're done with the selection, you come right here and create a layer mask by clicking here. Okay, so if you look at the image, you can see the background. You can see the model has been separated from the background. But if you disable the subject layer, you'll see that the model is still in the background. So what you're going to do, you want to remove the model from the background so that when you look at the background layer, you don't see the model, you just see the background. So what you're going to do, select the background layer, the background copy layer, not the background layer. The background layer is our backup in case we do things wrong. So we select this layer right here, then you hold CTRL or Control key on your keyboard and click on the layer mask here. Make sure you are holding Control key and click here. You'll see that the model has been selected. Then you'll go to Select, and we are going to expand the selection. Modify, expand. You can increase the radius here. Let's say 40 pixels. Okay. Now, once you've done that, we'll now right click inside the image and you are going to fill. Make sure it's content aware right here. Opacity, make sure it's 100, blending mode normal, and you are going to say okay. So now once that's done, when you make your subject invisible right here, you'll see that she has disappeared from the background. So we are going to deselect the subject. You can see the subject is no longer attached to the background. So now what's the next step? We're going to filter and blur gallery, and we're going to tilt shift. So if you're watching this video, please like. I'll really appreciate if you like it so that it reaches a broader audience. I know you don't want to learn alone, so thank you. So once we've opened the tilt shift, we are going to increase the blur. Okay, sorry. First things first. You can see these lines here. This region right here represents the background of your image, and this region right here represents the foreground, and no, this region represents the area where the area that is supposed to be in focus, where the subject is, and this image right, this part right here is the foreground. So what we are going to do, we are going to move it down because we don't have a foreground in this image. The subject is in the foreground. Then we are going to increase the blur to the desired level. You can just play around with it until you achieve the amount of blur that you want in your image. For me, I find this to be okay. So down here on effects, we have the light bokeh. You can also increase it to get those. You can see these effects. And you can also, if it's too bright, you can always reduce it by making the range smaller. And then we say okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.